Morris Pools, we are not a one-man show, and we're also not the largest company in the Valley. We take pride in doing quality over quantity. We're licensed to build, remodel, and service pools, commercial, residential. On top of that, we have numerous awards. We were awarded 2019 one of the top 50 pool service companies in the country.
The designing and building of the pool was relatively easy and actually pretty interesting.
He said, why don't you come down to our center where you can pick out all the materials. They had all the samples set up. They had the tile that you could pick from and all of the concrete and all the selections there. And so we're kind of able to take some of those and compare them, and we kind of mocked them up right there in his showroom. And then he even let us take some home so that we could bring it here to compare it next to the house in different colors that we had to make sure we were making the right selections.
We really want to learn what's the purpose of the swimming pool, what's the purpose of their backyard space, and then from there we start working on a design. And we might go back and forth a few times with the client, but we're going to ultimately come to an agreement on what design they want, what works best.
One of the great aspects of working with Morris Pools is the way that we could bring our ideas to them, and then along with their expertise and experience, together we were able to make a unique, functional, and really fun pool.
I agree. She said it perfectly. Our pool was 20 years old. Yeah, Morris Pools had some suggestions for us throughout the process of the pool remodel. There were many things that needed to be fixed with the old pool.
And so we worked from the pool that we had, creating a design, implementing features that we saw and wanted to include in our pool.
Morris Pools made it happen. It was unbelievable.
I'd say it's good quality. They did a really good job. It looks very nice, very professional, and affordable. So that's definitely a consideration as a family with kids. They were reliable and trustworthy and very honest with issues that came up, and taking it upon themselves to talk to us about some of those issues that we may not have known about and resolving those up front rather than it becoming something worse down the road.
Some other pool companies, I felt like I was just a number. It's not like that with Daniel. He's hands-on, he shows up a lot. It's these big pool companies, you don't see the main guy a lot, With Daniel, you do. He's always here checking on things, so I like that touch.
Communication is very important, and, they're very upfront. Daniel would always let us know when someone was coming to do whatever the next step was in the pool process and inspections and all that, so I would highly recommend them.
Yes.
There's a smart pump, so I'm kind of a techie, nerdy guy, and so I can even from my phone control the pump from inside the house. I can control the lights and change the colors of the pool, and in the wintertime I can even start the hot tub right from my phone and get the whole thing started before we even come out, which is pretty cool.
Part of our process when we do a new build or even a remodel, we give our clients at least a month of pool service for free of charge. We want to make sure that that pool is functioning properly, that everything's running, there's nothing out of the ordinary pops up. We're there for at least a month, and we go every week making sure that that product, that end product that we gave the homeowner or the client, it is what we said it would be.
My process with service is I'll show up. I love to meet with the person one-on-one. We'll talk about their needs for the pool, what they do you use it a lot, do you do any service, do you know anything about the pool, and then I kind of explain to them what we do when we come in. The different steps we do between brushing, netting, emptying baskets, checking their chems every week, and just reassure them that their pool's going to be taken care of by us.
As a first-time pool owner, I was a little intimidated at first. I think for the upkeep of a pool, servicing it, knowing how to deal with the chemicals and how much do I put in, how do I adjust that. So being able to work with Morris Pools and specifically with Jerry and his team has been fantastic because they come every week. They take care of all this for me. They send me a really informational report by email, which tells me exactly where everything's at.
So this company's different than other pool companies because we're available. I've reached out to people at 9:30 at night when they've called me, and I've called them back and been able to help them through either heating their hot tub or they're having an issue at the time and able to just help them over the phone right then instead of having to wait a day or two to get it taken care of.
It's about seeing families be happy. Most people growing up, they have memories of swimming at their grandma's house or their cousin's house or their own backyard, and helping families become closer together through the pool environment, their backyard environment, and really just seeing the difference in people. I mean, it totally makes it all worth it.